I'm Reuters columnist James Saft. It's a big day in monetary policy. The Fed's extending its bond buying binge, if anything, making it more extreme, and it's putting monetary policy on what amounts to autopilot. First off, the Fed today said that it was going to go from predicting when it would change interest rates to using some thresholds. Essentially, as long as unemployment remains above 6.5%, inflation doesn't get more than 0.5% above where they want it to be at 2%, and long-term inflation expectations are still reasonable, they're going to keep rates where they are, which is between 0 and 0.25%. Now, it's not as if they've fired themselves and replaced themselves with robots, but it does replace one set of uncertainties with another set of uncertainties. In the old days, we worried about Fed forecasts and what the Fed was thinking, and those proved to be pretty unreliable. Now we're going to worry about the data that's coming through, and that, as anyone who's observed it knows, is really volatile too. I would imagine what we're going to get out of this, maybe not in the near term, is a fair amount of market volatility around those unemployment numbers. They really do jump this way and that, and basically the Fed has outsourced the predictions to financial markets. We'll have to see how that works. The other big point is we are going to be creating money in January. When Operation Twist expires, the Fed's going to create $40 billion a month in order to buy medium and long-term treasuries. You know, it's not too far off of monetization. I would be watching very closely the long end of the bond curve as well as gold to see if people are losing a little bit of faith. I don't expect that's going to happen anytime soon. You know, the real question is the Fed doesn't have a lot of ammo left. What hasn't worked in the past isn't particularly going to work in the future, and we're going to be looking at this same set of circumstances, I think, for about a year.